this is Anachi with you, and today I'm gonna be making 5 mini anti-stress food squishes. Well, if you've already seen 2 my previous videos, or I made a huge iPhone X and a big YouTube play button squishy, you already know that in order to level the foam surface, I used acrylic sealant with slightly diluted water. But it didn't perfectly level the surface of our squishy, so today we'll test a few more options and see how it turns out. First, we'll take the usual PVA glue and cover the surface of a small piece of foam. When the glue dries up, we'll put a second coat of fabric paint. For the next one, we'll mix the same glue with a small amount of shaving cream and add some food coloring. Then, using this paint, we'll cover a small place of foam. For our small experiment, I also ordered a special water-based paint. We'll add a bit of food coloring in it so that I would not confuse the paints, and then we'll apply it on a piece of foam. I thought it could be possible to cover the surface with silicone sealant as well, but unfortunately it's very thick and it's not possible to dilute it with water. And also it stinks so much, so I decided to take out the last option. All our test pieces have dried up and we can already see what happened. Here we applied ordinary glue and fabric paint. The surface turned out quite nice. All the small cells have filled and the foam itself has not lost its properties. The second piece was covered with puffy paint. The result is practically the same as it was with the ordinary glue, just the surface turned out to be drier. The last piece I covered with water-based paint. Here the result is worse than on the previous 2 pieces because there are a lot of small roughnesses. Therefore, I decided to go with the conventional PVA glue and fabric paint to cover the foam surface. In order to make the miniature food, we need a small piece of foam, and I have got quite a few of them. So first thing we're gonna make is a popcorn squishy. So we'll cut out the right shape from the foam. I want the overall height of our miniature toy to be about 3 centimeters. Also, all the remaining mini squishes that we will make today will be about the same size. It's not difficult to cut out the shape, but it takes more time to get everything straightened out. So I got the perfect shape for the mini popcorn. Now we'll cover the entire surface with a small layer of PVA glue, and when it dries up, we'll paint it. First, I'll fill the cup with white paint and then make the top with light yellow. To make the surface smoother, we need to apply the paint in few layers. Now we'll draw red stripes on the cup, and to make sure that they are in the same distance from each other, we can mark the top with dots and then draw the stripes. At the very popcorn, we'll cast shadows to highlight the popcorns. As a result, we got such nice mini popcorn. I decided to expand the red stripes, and in this way the cup looks much better. The squishy effect in such mini anti-stress toys is exactly the same as in large ones. It easily squishes and then it turns to its form. The next anti-stress food toy will be a bit difficult one. It will be a mini 3D burger with lots of details that we first need to cut out of the foam. The total height of all the details should be approximately the same as the head of the popcorn, so the thickness of each piece should be cut as much as possible and need to measure them from time to time. I already cut out all the details of our mini burger. It will consist of 2 buns, a patty, a cheese, a lettuce leaf and 2 pieces of tomato. We'll cover the entire surface with a small layer of PVA glue and wait until it dries. Now we'll paint each part with a certain color. Brown for the patty, yellow for the slice of cheese, green for the lettuce leaf, red for the tomatoes, and 2 halves of bun will be in beige color. To achieve the desired shape, I mix different colors. On some parts, the paint should be applied in a couple of layers, possibly even in 3, so that the surface becomes perfectly smooth. And in those places where it will gum up, we apply just 1 layer. When everything that we have painted dries out, we begin to form a burger. On the bottom bun, using universal glue, we'll stick the lettuce, then goes the patty. After that, we'll put cheese on top. The corners of which can be glued to the patty to create the effect of melted cheese. Next, we'll put 2 tomatoes and finally the top bun. We can draw some sesame seeds on the top and our anti-stress is ready. Our mini squishy burger turned out very cool. I like the fact that every detail here goes separately and not just a one-piece burger, and in appearance it's pretty close to a real burger. We will make the third anti-stress in the form of a donut. From the form, we'll cut a circle with a diameter of 3 cm and a width of about 1 cm. In the middle of it, we'll make a hole such that it's neither too big nor too small. I've made the donut shape and now I'm gonna paint it. First, I'm completely filling it up with beige color, and we can also make a shade of golden crust. Well guys, if you want to use a special 3D paint, then it's not required to apply the first layer of PVA glue. The beige color is already dried, and now we can do the glazing in the donut. For this I chose a bright pink color, but you can choose any desired color. The sprinkles on donut can be simply drawn, but I decided to use some polymer clay sprinkles. As a result, we got a very cool and delicious donut, just in a reduced form. And frankly, I like it more than those donut squishes that are sold on Chinese websites. The next one will be an ice cream cone. First, we'll cut out the shape of the ice cream cone. It will be small, and here the main thing is to make a sharp waffle cone. Well, this is how the form turned out for me. Next we need to paint it, and the color of the cone can be exactly the same as the donut. The ice cream can be made in one color with some toppings, chocolate or multicolored. I decided to make it in a banana strawberry flavor with chocolate topping, and to do this I'm coloring the lower part of the ice cream in pink, the upper part in yellow, and on the top I'll draw the spreading chocolate. Our mini ice cream looks very cool. Maybe a bit simple, but I wanted to make it exactly like this. And for the last anti-stress food squishy, I decided to make a bottle of Coca-Cola, which will perfectly go with our burger and popcorn. In size, it will be not narrow but rather wide enough, so that if it's put on a surface, it doesn't fall down. It turned out that the shape of the bottle is the hardest to cut out, especially where the neck and the bottom part. I tried to get the exact color for the Coke. I mixed black, brown and maroon color. We'll use this paint to color the bottle, just not completely. I leave a place near the bottleneck so that it doesn't look full. Next, we'll draw the bottle cap in red and a large label. Well, to be honest, I didn't really like how it looks with this white color on the neck, so I decided to paint it completely. Let the bottle be full, because in this way it looks much better. Now all that remains is to write the brand name. I can hardly do it perfectly, but I'll try to do my best. And we get a mini bottle of Coca-Cola. It will go perfectly with our burger. By the way, it took me the most time. Guys, today we made a small collection of miniature anti-stress squishes like a burger, Coca-Cola, a donut, an ice cream cone and popcorn. Well, such anti-stress can be used simply as a toy, for decor or as a keychain. hope you like these ideas, and if you want me to do the second part of the mini anti-stress squishes, then be sure to hit the likes and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Bye!
Blah, blah.